Hi there, welcome back Greeks and welcome to CPU.
Kalimera Greeks, welcome again to our lesson in Greek 101. So we are now on our module 13. Wow. So we are almost halfway to our lessons. So are you ready to learn today? All right, that's nice to hear. So I'm so excited also to teach you another lesson about the verbs. So our lesson for today is all about the future active and middle indicative. So last time we have talked about the imperfect active, middle, and passive. Today we will learn more about the future active and the middle indicative. So let's proceed to our objectives. So the first one is oriented with some Greek vocabulary. So we will learn this vocabulary and what is its future uh, form. Next one, we will identify the forms of future active and middle indicative. Thirdly, you will understand the function of the future tense and you will memorize the future indicative of Amy. So let's proceed to our vocabulary. So let's take a look at the first word here is ago. It means I lead. That is ago. Next word is akao. Akao means I hear. Next word is apostalo. It means I send out. We have also the word blepo. Can you say it with me? Blepo. It means I see. Next, the word genomai. It means I become. You have also have the word genosko. Means I know, genosko. Next word is doxazo. It means I glorify or praise. So somehow the word doxology, doxa, comes from this word. Next is Amy. It means I am. You have also the word erkomai. It means I come or go. Next is the word katabaino. It means I go down. You have the word lambano. It means I take or receive. You have also the word paralambano. It means I take along or receive. And then faitho means I persuade. Next is prosyokomai. Altogether, prosyokomai. It means I pray. The last word is sudzo. It means save. Sudzo. All right, so let's proceed to the future of these words. So ago, when you change it into future, it becomes akso. It means I will lead. Akao becomes akausomai, I will hear. Apostello means I will send out. Blepo becomes blepso, I will see. Genomai becomes genesomai, I will become. Next word is genosko in future, nosomai, I will know. Next we have the word doxadso, doxadso becomes doxaso, I will glorify or praise. Somai, I will be. Eusomai, I will come or go. You have the word katabesomai, I will go down. Lambano becomes limpsomai, I will take or receive. And paralambano becomes paralampsomai, I will take along. Peto becomes peso, I will persuade. Prosyukomai becomes prosyukomai, prosyuksomai, I will pray. And the last word, sodso, becomes soso, I will save. So you may wonder why these things happen. So we will learn the rules of changing the present into future tense. Okay, so are you ready? So let's take a look at the forms of the future active indicative. Now, future stem is usually formed by adding sigma to the present verb stem. Then the thematic vowel is added and finally the ending. So example, lu plus future sign sigma, active ending, it becomes lu or becomes luso in the future. It means I will lose. So let's memorize first the endings of the future. First person singular is luso, like this one. Second person singular, luces. Third person singular is luce. For the plural, that is somen. For the second person, sete. And the third person, soci. All right, so let's read from the top, from the singular to the plural. All together, go. Su, say, somen, sete, soci. Again, su, say, somen, sete, soci. So just memorize those endings and you will not go wrong if you conjugate the regular forms. So in doing that, if the form is ending in a vowel, it is simple. No? The future active of lo becomes luso, that is simple. And in the middle, it becomes, and passive, it becomes lusomai. It means I will lose myself. I will not, I will be loosed. So I will lose is luso, and I will lose myself is losomai. So that is in the vowel, active, and middle. Okay, so let's take a look at the consonants. For the consonants, it is different depending upon the consonant stem. The first ones, let's take a look at the liquid consonants. So what are liquid consonants? They are consonants before the ending omega. The letters can be lambda, mi, ni, or ro. So what should you do? You just drop the sigma. So let's take a look at these examples. So the words ending with ni or new, mu, and ro before the omega, what will happen? When you add sigma, sigma will not take effect. So the words, the letters still will remain. So that's why menu means remain, I remain. So menu plus sigma in the future, that is the sigma, but it will not become mensu, but it is still menu. It remains. So like the word says itself. So menu, it means I remain, or in the future, menu still I will remain. So you can know that depending upon the context of the sentence. How about the words ending with double lambda? So for double lambda plus sigma, you will not add sigma. But what will happen? We'll just drop the other lambda. So in this example, we have the word balo plus sigma. What will happen? It will not become balso, but it is balo with one lambda. So balo with a double lambda is the present I throw, but balo with one lambda is I will throw. So is that clear for the liquid consonants? Very good. So this time, let's proceed to verb stems ending with a mute consonant. So what will happen to mute consonants here? So for palatals, we have learned earlier that in the palatals, it could be the kappa, gamma, or chi, or chi. Kappa, gamma, chi. So in this case, when you add sigma, what will happen? The kappa plus sigma becomes psi. Or the gamma plus sigma becomes psi as well. And the chi plus sigma becomes psi as well. So let's take a look at our example. We have the word ago plus sigma. So the gamma plus sigma, it becomes axo. Okay, so ago is I lead, and axo, I will lead. Let's take a look at the labials. So is it clear with the palatals? All right, so let's proceed with the labials. In the case of the labials, these are the letters pi, beta, and phi. So as you can see, you are using your tongue. Pi, beta, and phi. So plus sigma, what will happen? So the pi plus sigma becomes psi. So it becomes ps. The p plus s becomes ps. So it's similar in English, right? But beta plus sigma will not become bs, but still ps, no? Psi. And phi plus sigma will also become psi. So let's take a look at this example. You have the word blepo plus sigma. So the pi plus sigma becomes psi. So it becomes blepso. So the word blepo, I see, and then if you change it to future, it becomes blepso, I will see. All right? So that is in the labials. Is that clear? Right, next. The last are the dentals or the sibilants. In the case of the dentals, it ends with the letters tau, delta, and theta. So in this case, when you add sigma, what will happen? So you will drop these letters, and what will happen? You retain the sigma. So let's take a look at this example. We have the word peso. Peso plus sigma becomes peso. So the theta is omitted, and it was replaced by sigma. So peso means I persuade, and peso becomes I will persuade. So the same is true if it ends with tau or delta. Okay, is that clear in the dentals and sibilants? So sibilants also the same. So double S, later we'll learn that, and you will change that to one sigma, or another rule will follow. So there are also forms that are entirely different from the present stem. So when you look at the present and the future, it looks different. Huh? So let's take a look at these examples. Let's try the word ginosko. Ginosko means I know. So for ginosko, what shall we do? When you add sigma, it does not become ginosso, no? So you don't add s and more s's. So what will happen? If you add that, it becomes ginosso. So it becomes erratic, you know? So in the Greek, that is wrong. So you don't follow that rule, because in Greek, ginosko plus sigma becomes, what will happen? It becomes noso. So wow, totally different. No? So the iota is dropped, as well as the kappa is dropped as well. So that is in the case of ginosko. So truly different from the other. Okay, so that is ginoso. Ginosko means I know, and noso means I will know. So in the, of course, earlier, it is different, but that is in the middle case. So let's try the word keruso. Keruso is double sigma plus sigma. You will not become keruso with so many sigmas. No, it's wrong also. But for keruso plus sigma, what will happen? So the double sigma plus sigma will become psi. That's why it becomes keruxo. So keruso means I preach. And in the future, keruxo becomes I will preach. So those are the special forms, no? Because the present and the future looks entirely different. That's why you need to memorize these erratic examples. Okay, is that clear? All right. So let's proceed to the forms of the future. The second form is the principal parts list, with always be the future active indicative first person singular. Sometimes other Greek dictionaries or lexicons will give the principal parts of verbs and name them, and not always in the same order. So, of course, we have learned that earlier. Okay, so let's take a look at the form in summary. So for the future active, we have the present stem lu, plus the future augment, which is sigma, plus the omega, which is the personal ending, becomes luso. That is the future active indicative first person singular. So let's conjugate. Luso, it means I will lose. The second person loses, you will lose. Third person, lose. He, she, it will lose. Plural, first person, losomen. We will lose. Second person, losete. You will lose. And third person, lusose. They will lose. Of course, we have the infinitive, which is losane, to lose. So the ending is ain in the infinitive. So infinitives in English is just add the preposition to the verb to lose. So let's read from the top altogether. Again, luso, luces, lusei, lusomen, lusete, lusosi, and infinitive lusane. Very good. So let's proceed to the forms of the middle indicative. The middle indicative, the endings are different also. You add the sigma and the ending. So these are the endings for the middle indicative. For the first person singular, it is somai. It's not shomai, but it's somai. For the second person, it's say with the iota subscript here. For the third person is setai. For the plural first person, that is someta. Someta. Second person plural is sespe. And third person plural is sontai. So let's read all together from singular to plural. Somai se setai. Someta seste sontai. Again, somai se setai. Someta seste sontai. Very good. So you memorize this and also that of the active uh, forms. So let's take a look at the summary. You have the lu, the present stem, plus sigma, the future augment, and the omai, that's the personal ending. So it becomes lusomai, that is a future middle indicative, first person singular of luo. So lusomai means I will lose myself. So reflexive, remember, in the middle, it is reflexive. And then luso, you will lose yourself. Lusetai, he, she, it will lose himself, herself, or itself. In the plural, first person, lusometa, we will lose ourselves. Second person, luseste, you will lose yourselves. And lusontai, they will lose themselves. And of course, in infinity, it is lusestai, to lose oneself. Okay, let's read, conjugate from the top. All together, ready, begin. Lusomai, lusei, lusetai, lusometa, luseste, lusontai. And the infinitive, lusestai. Very good. So I hope that you follow the rules depending upon it, whether it is a vowel stem or a consonant stem, whether it is mute or liquid or irregular. Okay, so let's proceed to the function of the future tense. So what is the function of the future tense? The time of action of the future is, of course, obvious. It talks about what will happen in the future. The kind of action may be either punctiliar at a certain point or linear. So usually it is punctiliar. It points to something in the future. So there are three main functions. The first one is it is simple predictive future. Example is didaxe ta techna. So what is the verb here? Didaxe. Very good. So didaxe, what is the present tense of didaske? Didasco. That's right. So didasco, didaxe is what is the person? That is third person. Is it the number? Singular. Very good. So he, she, or it. So either way, no? So didasco becomes didaske. So the sigma and kappa here, it's also a different example, is dropped out and it was changed to psi. No? So earlier, the kappa there, so the kappa or sigma kappa, you change it to psi. So didaxe tatekna means he, that's third person, will, future, teach the children. Okay, that is an example of a simple predictive future. Next one is the imperative, may be expressed by the future. Example here is kai, kaleses to onoma, auto liaison. So it is translated, and you shall call the name of him Jesus. So here in this example, what is the verb? Kaleses. Very good. So kaleses is what is the person? That is second person. And what is the number? Singular. So what is the present time? That is kaleo. So kaleo means call. So kaleses means you shall call. So it is translated as, and you shall call his name Jesus. So that is imperative. You are you are asked to call the name of our Lord Jesus. All right. So the third one is deliberative future. It is sometimes found when a rhetorical question is asked. In this case, an answer is not expected. So example here is Korei prostina apeliosometa. So Korei means Lord. To whom shall we go? So what is the verb here? Korei, no? That is the noun, or that is a vocative noun. So that is apeliosometa. Very good. So apeliosometa, it is reflexive, it is in the middle. Shall we go? So it is also a question, no? That needs not to be answered. So it is translated as, Lord, to whom shall we go? That is found in John chapter 6, verse 6 to 8. Okay, so those are the three functions of the future tense. And finally, let's proceed to the function of the indicative of any. So we have here, the singular is esomai. It means I will be. Second person, essay, you will be. Third person, estai, he, she, it will be. And plural is esometa, we will be. Second person plural, you will be. Eseste. Third person plural, they will be. Esontai. So let's read from the top altogether. Esomai, essay, estai, esometa, eseste, esontai. Very good. So just somehow the endings are similar with that of the future middle. So it's not hard to memorize. Okay, so memorize this future indicative of any. Okay, let's proceed to the exercises. Let's try the future active indicative. So the word baptizo. So what is the future of baptizo? So remember that zeta, actually the base form or stem of baptizo is baptid. So that is delta. So in delta, what will you do? Delta sigma becomes sigma. So you drop the sigma, the delta rather. So baptizo in the present becomes baptizo in the future. It means I will baptize. Second person, baptizes, you will baptize. Third person, baptize, he, she, it will baptize. For the plural, baptizomen, we will baptize. Second person, baptizete, you will baptize. Third person, baptizosi, they will baptize. All right, that's the conjugation. Let's try another word. How about the word apostello? What is apostello? That is send out. So apostello in singular, what will happen in the future? So the rule is double lambda. In the future, you don't need to add sigma, but you drop the other lambda. So it is apostello with only one lambda. It means I will send out. Second person, aposteles, you will send out. Third person, apostole, he, she, it will send out. And then we have apostel in the future, apostelomen, we will send out. Second person, apostolete, you will send out. Third person, apostelosi, they will send out. And the last word, let's try the word pempo. So it's another one. And the pempo, what will happen? The rule is pi plus sigma becomes psi. So pempo in the present becomes pempso in the future. It means I will send. Okay, let's proceed to the second person. Pempses, you will send. Third person, pempse, he, she, it will send. For the plural, we have pempsomen, we will send. Second person, pempsete, you will send. And third person, pempsosi, they will send. All right, is that clear? So let's try examples in the future middle indicative. So let's try the word lambano. This is one, a tricky one earlier. This one of the irregular verbs, right? So what will happen in lambano in the future? It becomes future middle limp somai. So different, very different, no? So the alpha is changed, it's lengthened, it becomes eta. And the ban here, beta alpha nu was omitted and was changed to psi in the ending. No? So lambano in the present becomes lempsomai in the future middle. It means I will take myself. In the second person, lempse, you will take yourself. Third person, lempsetai, he, she, it will take himself, herself, or itself. For the plural, it is lempsometa, we will take ourselves. How can you do that? You take yourself. That's it, no? That's the second person, lempseste, you will take yourselves. And third person, lempsontai, they will take themselves. So that is for the word lambano. And last one is hoparco. So hoparco, what is hoparco? Hoparco is I proclaim. So I exist rather, sorry. Hoparco, what happens to hoparco? So the kai here will be changed to sai. So hoparc somai, that's the ending. No? Means I will exist myself. Second person, hoparc say with the iota subscript, you will exist yourself. Third person, hoparc setai, he, she, it will exist himself, herself, or itself. For the plural, it is hoparc someta, we will exist ourselves. Second person plural, hoparc seste, you will exist yourselves. And third person, hoparc sontai, they will exist themselves. There you have it. We have the exercises for the future active and the future middle tenses. So any questions? So if you have questions, just post it in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you will be updated with our next lesson. And of course, be sure to answer our assignment. So our assignment today is found in our Canvas account also. So like last time, I'll be giving you two examples here for the present, no? Future rather, active, future active indicative, and you conjugate its person and meaning. So like what we did in our exercise. And of course, in the second one, the future middle indicative. There are two examples also for you to answer. So that's it for today. Thank you. And God bless Greeks. Kalimera, Efcharisto. God bless everyone.